everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Raiders. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Baby, alert. Alert. Hello, baby, alert. Alert. Alert.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dives right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. We ready? Wide and yay.
First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Right, here we go.
Carr now on first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Carr going to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down, Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. 3rd down here. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught at the 10. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And now the defense for Dallas.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. they'll run it on the toss. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Prescott to throw it. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. Flex round.
In motion here is Witten. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Here we go.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Second down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Halfback sent in motion. Third and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here we go. Flex round.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott being chased out left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
We ready? Wide and yank. We ready? Red 18.
Now Carr throwing on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
We ready? Wide and zebra.
In motion, Patterson to throw his Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's fourth down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Prescott on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. A second down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Riley. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Let's go. 38. Ohio.
In motion here is Witten. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of...
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. In not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Alert! Here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion.
We ready? Wide.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a 3rd down.
Zebra! Zebra! We ready? Red 18!
action. Now it's Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Trying to shake off the interception from the left. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And the back goes into motion. Second down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
20 yards on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Prescott being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex
Prescott now on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. 3rd and long for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Zebra, here we go. Wide.
And to give this time to the tailback. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Zebra. Hey, we go rally.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He finds Roberts complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go. Grand 38. Let's round. Come on. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Halfback sent in motion.
Ohio.
Prescott on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Here we go. Ohio.
A second down throw for Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Hey, we're going to rally.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Cutback left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Whitehead, the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. But again,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Now this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. A dump off to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to go up top again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come up in an offset eye. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Face mask penalty. And, Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
We ready? Wide and yay.
In motion, Patterson. To throw, it's Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Prescott now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. All right, here we go. Wide and yay.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Wide and Yates. Zebra.
On second down, here's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. Slot man moves right. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. One receiver to the left is Cooper. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now here come the Cowboys. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On second down, Prescott again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On third down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down.
And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Oakland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll do it for Davis and all the hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.